Alright, so hey guys, for this video I actually found a new method of gate glitching that no one previously used in speedrunning this game, and it's kind of funny because it's strangely obvious the way it works. I felt like I should have figured it out sooner. Usually gate glitches in this game involve moving to like specific positions that cause the gate to stay open, or your character can move through the gate faster than it can close. There's a couple of them that are like that as well that it's also used in a few runs. But you can actually utilize enemies leaving the gate to cause the gate to stay open in a gate glitch, and it's extremely situational, and it's highly dependent on the game, like RNG. That's why I don't think I figured it out prior, because I did encounter it. There's actually a map, Hey Fei, that I did a run on, and I was confused for months, and I came up with a conclusion that was the camera angle, because I had zero idea what was causing the gate to stay open. Now that gate was highly sensitive, like if an enemy were to move like an inch, it would stay open. So I couldn't even tell that it was the enemies coming out of the gate that caused it to stay open, but looking back on it, and after talking with Nyland, it was pretty obvious that that was what was going on in that speedrun, which is amazing because I was lost on what was going on for months on that speedrun. For this actual run though, you know, the Yuan campaign, it's the middle gate that actually does it. I got it to happen randomly one time, and then I realized that it was the enemies leaving the gate that caused it to stay open. It happens like maybe 1 in every 5 attempts that I get, something like that, when I do it consistently. Maybe a little less than that, but since this map isn't very long, it's not too hard to get it to happen frequently. You can restart very easily, you know, it's like a minute-long speedrun anyway. And then the remainder of the speedrun where you're actually killing Yuan, and you also have to break a gate to get into his like castle area. That part is exactly the same as the last time this record was broken. It's pretty straightforward. You just go up to him, you kill him, and you break the gate as fast as you can utilizing the special, which you're able to utilize a lot more now because you don't have to use a lot of that time to destroy the first gate, which you would previously have to break through. It would be really cool to find some other instances where this actually occurs, but it's extremely hard to really find, and it happens like very rarely. So to have it play out to your advantage, you know, when you're immediately starting up the mission and getting those enemies to come out of the gate, sometimes it can be a little bit difficult, and I'll definitely be on the lookout, but I'm not sure if I'll find too many others that it's actually usable on. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. I just wanted to talk about it a little bit because it was a pretty big discovery. You know, it's a new like exploit, you could say. It's not really a glitch the way that, you know, gate glitching is referred to. It's more of just an exploit, you know, or just a property of the game. You know, they move outside of the gate, you're able to go through it without hitting it. But using it in a speedrun on purpose, you know, we haven't really seen that yet, and so for that reason I think it's a pretty good deal, especially if it can be used on other maps. Like, it could be definitely a game changer for a lot of speedruns and hopefully push the times down a little bit lower than they currently are. But as always, thank you for watching, and I appreciate the support.